The Tiger, fierce, fast, and powerful, is often called the king of the jungle. But in the NFL, there's a new king on the prowl, and his name is Ja'Marr Chase.
There he goes, Ja'Marr Chase. Now check, touchdown Bengals.
Agile, explosive, and relentless, he plays with the same intensity as the Bengal Tiger he represents. And in 2024, he didn't just dominate. He made his case as the undisputed king of the NFL's wide receiver ranks. Cincinnati superstar wideout delivered a season that few in NFL history can match. He led the league in catches, receiving yards, and touchdowns, earning a rare triple crown along the way. But that wasn't the full story. Because earning numbers like that takes more than speed or skill. It takes versatility, toughness, and the ability to rise week after week, no matter the matchup. So what made this season so special? What's behind the contract that shook the league? And what should fans expect next? Let's break down Ja'Marr Chase's monster year, his best moments, biggest numbers, and the question on everyone's mind: can anyone stop number one? So how good was Ja'Marr Chase in 2024? Let's be clear, he didn't have a great year. He reached rare greatness. 127 catches, 1,708 receiving yards, 17 touchdowns. That's the NFL's Triple Crown, leading the league in all three major receiving categories. Only the third receiver in the last 20 years to do it. Steve Smith, Cooper Kupp, and now Ja'Marr Chase. But that stat alone doesn't tell the whole story, because in today's NFL, where roles are specialized and defenses scheme to take away top threats, winning the Triple Crown isn't just hard, it's nearly unheard of. Chase didn't rack up empty numbers. He produced against some of the toughest units in the league, going over 100 yards against the Broncos, Cowboys, and Commanders. And when it came to division games, he didn't just rise to the moment, he took over. Baltimore saw it firsthand, twice. In their two matchups, Chase totaled 21 receptions, 457 yards, and 5 touchdowns. His 264-yard explosion on November 8th, the most ever by a receiver against the Ravens. That game helped stamp a new NFL milestone. Chase became the only player in league history to record 2 games of 260-plus yards and 2 touchdowns in any season. And it wasn't just the numbers, it was how he did it. Burning man coverage with clean routes, sitting down in zones with perfect timing, breaking tackles, stretching the field, and showing why he's one of the most complete wideouts in football. This wasn't a fluke, it was a season-long statement. Ja'Marr Chase isn't just producing at top level, he's pushing the position forward. A season like this doesn't just turn heads, it changes bank accounts. On March 18th, the Bengals made it official, agreeing to a 4-year extension with Ja'Marr Chase worth $161 million, including $112 million guaranteed. That makes Chase the highest-paid non-quarterback in NFL history. Let that sink in. Not just the most dominant wideout right now, but the most valuable weapon in the game. This deal sends a message, not just to fans in Cincinnati, but to every defensive coordinator across the league. Number one isn't going anywhere. At just 25 years old, Chase already has a Rookie of the Year award, multiple Pro Bowls, and now a deal that reflects exactly who he is, a generational talent locked in for the future. And yeah, everyone had something to say about it.
Did it. He paid $40+ million.
Position is the most important position in the National Football League. Those 3 players alone are going to take up about $124 million.
From Shannon Sharp to Stephen A. Smith, the reactions poured in. And while the hot takes varied, one thing was clear. Since he had no choice, you don't let a player like Ja'Marr Chase walk. Because when you have a star like this, you pay him. And then you build everything else around him. The records? Shattered. The contract? Signed. The spotlight? Brighter than ever. But for Ja'Marr Chase, this isn't the end of a story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. Now the Bengals have their star locked in, Burrow healthy, and a roster ready to run it back. So what does year 5 look like for one of the league's most dangerous playmakers? And can Cincinnati finally break through the AFC and chase down that elusive Super Bowl title? Let's take a look at what's coming next for Ja'Marr Chase and the Jungle. If 2024 was the year that Ja'Marr Chase made history, then 2025 might be the year he rewrites it. With his contract extension in the books and the Bengals core locked in, the focus now shifts to what's ahead. And it starts with number 1. Chase enters his 5th NFL season at just 25 years old, but his game already has the polish of a 10-year vet. His chemistry with Joe Burrow is elite. His footwork keeps evolving, and his ability to win before and after the catch makes him one of the most complete receivers in football. And don't expect defenses to have covering him figured out, because the scary part? Chase isn't done adding to his bag. We've already seen him torch man coverage, sit down in zones, power through tackles, and stretch the field deep. Now, with more motion, creative alignments, and a healthy Burrow under center, Cincinnati can line him up anywhere and make him impossible to track. The Bengals aren't just chasing the playoffs anymore. They're chasing their first ever Lombardi trophy. And with T. Higgins back, the pressure on defenses to pick their poison becomes very real. For Bengals fans, the pieces are there. An elite QB wide receiver duo, a maturing roster, and a wide receiver entering the peak of his powers. But the window won't stay open forever. The AFC is stacked, the margins are razor thin, and the time to strike is now. So what's next for Ja'Marr Chase? More records? A deep postseason run? The long-awaited Lombardi? Whatever it is, you can bet he'll be at the center of it. Ja'Marr Chase has always been different. From lighting it up at LSU alongside Joe Burrow to becoming a top 5 pick to proving the doubters wrong before he ever took an NFL snap. Now he's in the conversation with the best in the league. Jefferson, Lamb, St. Brown. But Chase brings something uniquely his: explosiveness and control, power and precision. The kind of player who doesn't just win matchups, he warps the game plan around him. This isn't just who he became, it's who he always has been. Let's call it now. If Ja'Marr Chase remains healthy in 2025, we could be talking about back-to-back Triple Crown seasons. Only one receiver in NFL history has ever done that. His name? Jerry Rice. Is it too soon to bring up all-time conversations? Maybe. But when you dominate this early, this often, it's hard not to look ahead. So don't be surprised if we're not just talking about the best wideout in the league, but the best of this generation. And the road to that legacy runs straight through Cincinnati. He's made his mark, he's set the standard, and now he's chasing greatness on his terms. The story of Ja'Marr Chase isn't just about what he's done, it's about what comes next. And if you're still trying to figure out how to stop him, you're already too late. Ja'Marr Chase isn't just putting up numbers, he's putting pressure on the league, on defenses, on history. We might be watching the kind of season that people talk about for years. So what do you think? Can Chase run it back? Can the Bengals finally make that last step? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're all in on number 1 this season. And subscribe for more deep dives, bold predictions, and game-changing moments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, right here on Primetime.